Hello, my name is Deacon Craig Jackson. I've been a member here at Voices since September of 2009. How I became a member of Voices is after suffering kidney failure. My brother was a member at the Baton Rouge location and came to town to see me. And upon leaving the hospital, he told me he was headed to a Bible study. And so just so happened that we ended up here in Voices. I was familiar with Voices because I lived right around the corner at Water's Edge, and I was raised in the church, so I left home and moved to Atlanta and continued going to church. And on every Sunday going to church, I ride by and I saw Voices and I saw the growth of the church. And that's essentially how I ended up here. And I came to Bible study that night and attended Sunday worship the following Sunday, and I've been a member ever since. Bishop's teaching here at Voices has definitely brought me through dealing with kidney failure. His teaching built my faith to the point where I was able to accept my situation and treat it just as another chronic disease. And over the years, I've definitely built my faith, and it has helped me throughout my battle with kidney failure and being on kidney dialysis. In addition to that, I was put on the kidney transplant list, and after a year being on the list, I ended up having to be removed from the list because they found some precancerous polyps that they were concerned about that would possibly take effect after should I be transplanted and end up on anti-rejection medication. And it just so happened that in treating those, I had a series of colonoscopies where Bishop teaching in not being strong in your faith and not believing in looking like your situation. I spoke that there would be no cancer in those biopsies, and each of those biopsies for 3 years came back negative. And I attribute that to my strong faith and the teaching that I received here at Voices. But as things turned out, after receiving what's called a PET scan, the PET scan did receive that there was some underlying cancer growing within my body. As a result of that, I got on radiation and chemo. After dealing with the chemo, my body had a reaction to the chemo, which as a result of, I became hospitalized and I suffered a near-death experience. I wasn't aware of that until making it through, but one of the things that I do remember being in the hospital, Bishop came to me and he says, "Deacon, we're going to beat this. We are going to get through this." And I've had members of the hospital, nurses, and everyone came by and told me that they'd never seen anyone turn around from where I was to where I'd reached, perhaps just a week later. And they also mentioned they wanted to know what church that I belonged to, because they said, "You got some praying folks at that church. They came through and they turned this hospital upside down, praying left and right." And within the space of 3 weeks, I was back on my feet and back here at Voices, and I continued worshiping, giving God all the praise. And I could not have done it without the teaching that I received here through Bishop, and faith and what faith can do in your life.